Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It's your boy, the notorious Rasta Cameron Roget, and I'm coming to you live from the MMA game studios somewhere in San Diego, California. Now, today we are going to be recapping the UFC fight night that just took place. What was it, in Louisville?
Yep,
St. Louis. And we have another fight night that we're definitely going to talk about coming up this week, and I believe this one's going to be at the Apex in Viva Las Vegas. But before I get into it, before we get into the show, you know I got to introduce you guys to No. He is not LeBron James or AD or D-Lo, three people who are probably sitting on the couch watching the show. It is the one, the only Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
The notorious Cameron Roget. My dude, my guy, my homie. What's up, brother? We are blessed to be in the studio again.
We back.
Talk
baby.
about UFC Fight Night, St. Louis, and UFC Fight Night, Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have a chance to watch any football lately?
I did a little bit. I did.
Because
and I was going to wear my shirt today, but I was like, no, when you lose.
All I got to say is the Gunners, the Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, top of the league, baby. We pushed it to the last day.
Mm-hmm.
So proud of my boys.
Are you proud of being United? Like, that's not really a good win this year. It is a good win, but it's not, considering it's not top of the league.
To be United,
anytime.
Actually,
anytime.
Hold on. I'm going to add some facts here, too.
Yeah.
Arsenal haven't lost to the Big Six this year.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We beat United at the Trafford. You guys are a shit club.
It was 1-0.
You guys are a fucking mess right now. But still,
right.
Given the circumstances that us needing the win and pushing the I guess, former champions Man City, last year's champions Man City, I should say, to the last day of the league, bro, that speaks numbers of what Mikel Arteta, our manager, has done to our club. I'm here for it. I support the movement. I love Arteta. I love every single person part of my club. Man, today's a good day.
Too bad I can't say that about my club right now. Like, there was a post where a little kid was like, hey, who's your favorite club? They're like, Manchester United. Who's your favorite player? None of them. Why not? They're all shite. That's exactly what he said. And I was like, yeah, probably the only one right now.
I could figure it out.
The only one right now that I like on Manchester United is
Anthony.
No, Marcus Rashford. Rashford's the only one because they won't put him up front and they won't fucking score.
I'm surprised you really like Harry Maguire like that.
Jeez. I'm glad you didn't say Johnny Evans because that's probably the worst in the team. I don't even know why we re-signed the dude. Get off the team. Go somewhere else.
Well, hopefully your American owner could help you guys out and get some funds, bring in some new talent.
Maybe.
Mbappe is available.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't think he want to go to fucking United.
He doesn't want to go to United, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
All right,
we're called the MMA game. We're talking about football.
Yeah, let's bring it back. We got sidetracked a little bit. But is there any new fights that you want to talk about?
There's a couple.
Okay.
There's a couple. Let's start off with the fact that the Nate Diaz and Masvidal fight got moved.
It did.
Unfortunately, it got moved to July 6th, but it got moved to Anaheim. So that's a good plus. I mean, it's no longer in Inglewood, so it makes it a little bit easier to get Anaheim. I don't know if it's the Honda Center, but they just said Anaheim, and that's the news that I saw.
Got to be the Honda Center.
It's got to be. It's got to be. They got to sell more tickets. They got to get it be a little bit bigger. So I'm okay with that.
Venues.
But the question is, why'd they have to move it?
Isn't there something going on that weekend?
I don't know. Why would you make it that weekend then if you already said it and then you're like, okay, something's going on, so let's move it?
I think there's either a UFC card that same weekend or something like that. Okay. Maybe a boxing event that same weekend, so they have to move it.
They had to.
Yeah, but I think it's minimal. It's still in LA. It's still in LA, just the venue changes. They all good.
Yep. And we got your dark horse, your guy, the guy that you keep talking about. Peyton Talbot.
Come on.
Versus Gimori. He got himself a dance partner.
Hey.
He did.
And what card is he on?
I don't know. I didn't write that one down. Do you know?
UFC 303.
Hey.
Who fights on that card?
That'd be Conor McGregor. And
they
Michael
only put
Chandler.
Big time.
They do.
Big time.
They do.
Big time.
We talked about it saying he needs a pay-per-view.
On a McGregor
He needs
card.
a pay-per-view on the next one.
I'm just saying. Tune the fuck in.
But is it on the main card or is it on the prelims?
Nah, he ain't going to be on the main card. That's prelims.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Slow your roll a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
But he's on it.
Yes.
There's a lot of athletes that would love to be on it because when Conor fights, the world watches. And before you even say the next fact, I'm going to announce this because, yes, he is the gate done busted on
huge.
Open. My boy sits at number 1, all the way at the top. The top.
Already sold out.
He sells fights.
It's out.
Sells fights.
Done. You want to say how much?
Come on. Was it 20 mil?
20 mil.
20 mil?
$20 million.
20 mil?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Who fucking with McGregor, dog? Come on.
But I also wrote down the most expensive ticket in UFC history. They said that it was going to be the John Jones one where they said it was $100-something thousand. I think that was a BS kind of thing. I think they just kind of put that out there, fake news. $32,865.
Come on.
For a Conor McGregor fight.
Who has $32,000 like they just let your boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So your boy could go watch McGregor fight again.
And when you went and watched him the first time, you said your ticket was right around 1,000 or something like that, 500 or 1,000.
I can't say the exact number because the wife listens, so I don't want to get in trouble. I can't put that out.
Well, the tickets for UFC 303 start at over $1,000 for nosebleed. For the top bleeds. Hey, it is what it is. I know you did.
I did check.
But that's why we're going to International Fight Week for the day before, and then we're going to go home, and then we're going to watch the fights for UFC 303. I know. It hurts a little bit on that one. We'll go to a different one.
Be there in spirit.
We will. All right, we got in the flyweight division, we got Manel Kape versus Muhammad Mokaev.
Yeah, yes. I would get excited for that, but I don't know if he's going to make weight.
Mokaev or Kape?
Kape. He always misses weight.
I don't want Kape to win anyway. We want Muhammad Mokaev.
Yeah, but the fight could get called off. He don't make weight. So
that's true.
Until I see that man step on the scales, and I know it's going to happen. So
valid.
I take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. But I'm happy to say Mokaev got himself a dance partner, and I hope he beats the shit out of Manel Kape. I'm not a fan of Manel Kape.
You're going to find out.
I'm not.
Kape is good when he shows up.
Yeah. Well said. Hey. And one of the most entertaining middleweights in the division from Brazil that we just saw the other week. His name is Michel Pereira versus Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze got himself a fight because I forget who it was that dropped out of it. I'm sorry, I just blanked off the top of my head. It was somebody we just said last week that we were bummed that they got dropped out, so therefore Roman Dolidze got himself a new dance partner.
Yeah, no clue.
Sorry, don't matter. But anyway, he got himself a new dance partner, so Roman Dolidze versus Michel Pereira.
I don't like about this.
What's that?
Did you see the call out on social media by the one-eyed pirate?
Oh, did he call out Michel Pereira?
He called out Michel Pereira.
And we were the ones that were saying we want that fight.
He was like, hey, I'm pissed that you took my dancing partner, UFC. This guy does tricks. Let's run that fight. And I got so excited because I was like, dude, I called it.
We love the one-eyed pirate, guys. Yeah.
I said the one-eyed pirate would fucking destroy Michel, but they gave him this fight. So I'm not really happy for this fight because I think it should be the one-eyed pirate.
Well, I don't think the one-eyed pirate can come into the States. I think that's
Michel
maybe the problem.
Could travel.
And he can.
He could travel. Mm-hmm. Goes both ways. Mm-hmm. He can make a flight.
Mm-hmm.
Bummed.
Yes. And in the middleweight division of 185 pounds, my guy's favorite last name that he, for some reason, can't say, and he did it the other week. It was a nice little mistake, which is
Jared Cannonier.
Yes. Versus Imavov. Got announced. And I'm glad that Cannonier took that fight because I think he was trying to wait for like the top 5.
Yeah.
And therefore he's been sitting around a little bit wondering if he's going to do that.
Him fight. So I'm just excited to see him step into the octagon because the last time I saw him, he was in a body in an urn. Shout out to Izzy.
Yay, that boy. Oh, one of our favorites on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely love this guy on our show. He kind of looks like him. He reminds him of him just a little bit, and his name is Kevin Trailblazer Big Mouth Holland versus Michel Oleńczyk at 185 pounds. So he's stepping up in weight.
Tough fight.
Very tough fight.
Tough fight.
Right. Very tough. What do you think? Do you like this? Or I know you're saying tough fight, but at the same time.
I have the same emotion when Conor fought Khabib.
Yeah.
Nervous.
A little nervous for this one. Yeah.
Nervous.
By the way, guys, we were happy that Kevin went down to 170. We felt that he made his weight class, right? He finally made the right decision. Now he's going up to 185 again. I'm assuming he's doing it because he's probably getting a huge payday. Somebody didn't want that fight, so they're like, yeah, I'll take that fight. So good luck to Kevin Trailblazer Holland on that fight, but it's going to be a tough one, bro. It's going to be a tough one. Yeah. Other than that, that's everything that we got.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah. That was good. Perfect.
Yeah,
that was smooth.
That was fun.
Smooth.
That was good. Good couple announcements there.
We could dive in.
We can.
To UFC St. Louis. And let me say, guys, guys, that UFC St.
Mhm.
Louis was fireworks from the beginning. The prelims fucking brought it.
It was.
Prelims brought it, went right into the main card. It brought it. To me, it was a great night of fights.
It was a good night of fights.
What about for you?
Oh, I completely agree. I was a little shocked because I was expecting it to be a little bit of a dull because we just had a nice little one, and then all of a sudden, usually the fight nights are not as good. I will count this too, and Dana White actually said this in one of the post-fight press conferences, that they need to get out of the Apex. And the reason why they need to get the Apex is because they need to go into these towns. They need the crowd. They need the crowd to get in there because the fighters love the crowd. The fighters do not like the UFC Apex. So I'm glad that Dana White said that, even though we want to go to a couple more Apex fights. And
I mean, I think once in a while you could do the Apex, right? Maybe you just do the Apex just for the prospects, not for the big guys. Because I feel like guys with a little bit of a following, a little bit of a name, it's nice to see them in an environment where there's fans, where there's cheering. Because yes, they do feed off that.
Yeah, completely.
And yeah, I think this card actually fucking fed off the crowd energy from the get-go. It was super nice to see. And it all started off in that first fight with JJ Allritz against Veronica Hardy. What a win by Hardy, man. What a win. She's good, dude.
And that was your girl.
She's good.
She's very good.
She is good. I said it too. Like she's hitting a level that I kind of like, but follow her. I don't think she's still growing up.
Yes. Yeah.
So
she still needs a little more experience, then a couple more fights in her in order to be able to make a little movement within the division and move towards that belt. So, yeah.
And then right after that in the prelims, you had Charles Johnson against Jake Hadley. Charles Johnson's a beast. His stand-up game is incredible. Incredible.
It is. His hair might put you off a little bit and might make you a little questioning who is this guy, but then all of a sudden you see him in that cage and stick and move and movement around there. Very clean, very nice. Fun to watch, dude. A good little entertaining fight.
The next fight for me was so good. It was Billy Ray Goff against Trey Waters.
Fight of the night.
Trey Waters brought it.
He did.
Goff brought it. This fight, like the first two, good. Good. This one, like, spiked it.
It did.
Like, oh, shit.
All of a sudden, it's like, wait, okay, we're fighting now.
Yeah, and this ain't the main card.
No.
This is not the third fight on the fucking prelims, guys. So, amazing fight from both guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into either. Both of them, good job.
And Goff went after him. It didn't look like he was going to be able to get inside some of those punches because Waters' range was so long, and that little jab and that 1-2 from Waters was just keeping him at bay. But then he was just jumping inside of it and getting clocked every single time. Did you have it as close as it potentially was, or did you 100%. Have Waters kind of walking away with it? Okay,
it was tight.
I was the same.
It was tight for me. But here's the thing: it could have gone either way for me too.
I was about to say that
it could have gone either way.
If they gave it to Goff, I would have been like, okay, whatever, cool.
I was very pleased with both of them. And then right after that, remember we said we were peaking right here? Tabitha Ritchie against Tecia Pennington kept us there because
the tornado versus the baby shark. It was a tornado in there the entire time, just going at it, for 3 rounds. Nuts.
What about her takedown defense?
God,
I haven't seen a takedown defense like that in a long time. She was so good.
She was
so good.
She was.
It was so hard for her to take her down, do anything. Man, Tecia.
Yeah.
Well done.
And she's been off for a little while because she had a kid and she had to come back. So therefore ring rust and everything and having to, I'm not going to call it balloon up, but gain size by having a baby for 9 months, having your body get to a different state and then have to get it back to where it was. She looked great.
Yeah,
she looked great all around. Like she looked good and she fought well. So she looked good every single side of that cage. So happy for her, even though she lost, unfortunately, but whatever.
And the knockout that was heard across the United States and then the world. This was not by the left foot of Messi. This was by the right foot of Esteban Rigovic coming out of Argentina against Terrence McKinney.
Yeah.
And man, oh man.
That was scary, bro.
Andale.
That was scary. That was career-ending scary.
Yeah,
that was one of those where I looked at it a couple different times and I was like,
that could be
I don't want to see this. Like, I didn't want to see that after him sitting on the lane against the cage like that and kind of like just twitching a little bit and I didn't look good. I did not like that.
That was bad. That was a really, really bad knockout to witness of a guy that I think we think very highly of.
Oh, yes.
And to say that I wasn't scared after that for Terrence, I'd be lying to you because I'm scared for him because that fucking kick was, my God.
You know how they say stay out for 6 months? This is almost stay out for a year. Like that was a bad.
And I know he likes to fight quick too. So, bro, take your time.
Please take 6 months off at least. Please
come back January.
Be smart like Justin Gaethje and just take that time off and relax. Come back a better fighter. I don't want to say better. Excuse me. Come back well rested, your head back in it, and like being able to do it. Because, dude, that was like a career ending one. That was scary.
That was really bad.
I didn't want
hard to watch.
Yeah, I didn't want him to keep celebrating afterwards, because I was one of those ones where it's like Uriah Hall when he did his spinning heel kick and that dude fell on the ground and he was just like, "Oh, dude, I felt bad. I didn't want anything to happen." But it was kind of one of those.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, in the main event on the prelimins, we had Chase Hooper against Vyacheslav Borishev.
Wow.
And man,
just keep speaking, bro. It just kept going.
Yeah, we peaking. We peaking. We still going up.
Still going up.
Up that roller coaster. You know when you hear... Yeah, we still going up. We still going up because Chase Hooper put on a performance that I didn't know he had in his package.
No.
I did not know he was that dominant one on the feet
and on the ground.
I kind of knew about it on the ground, but I was shocked how really, really good it looked and seeing it in person.
Yeah.
Chase Hooper, okay, my man.
Yeah.
You have developed in the UFC.
Yes.
And I think you're going on your journey now.
Yes,
now you're going on your journey.
Yes, you are.
Good shit.
This is what Veronica Hardy, right? She's kind of at that to where this is where Chase Hooper all of a sudden is starting to get on his little path and going up. So good for him, dude. That was entertaining to watch.
That was so sick.
Yeah, especially against a good fighter like that too, because that guy did not give up. He kept going at you and going at you.
I mean, the ending was a little rough. I don't know about that one. I don't know, but I feel like you could have ended it regardless because Chase was beating the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and when you're mounted.
And
you're just constantly kept going at him,
just beating him. So
and just kept bouncing a little bit, a couple different times.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I was okay with that.
I was fine with that.
He could have stopped it a little earlier, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe. And then we get into the main card. The main card kicked off with what I think was everybody was high on this guy. Rubeles de Spain against Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Jesus, man, I'm having freaking name damage over here. But bro, did we just find out that this guy's not really that good? He's just a big body.
Do you know what he reminded me of?
Oh,
Francis Ngannou.
Oh.
No, that was good. Francis Ngannou when he doesn't know how to be the ground game. This is where he's at in the beginning of the stage of the UFC, where it's like, bro. You got to come in with a well-rounded game. You can't just be one aspect here and expect to go through guys like Waldo Cortes-Acosta, who's kind of a little bit of a gatekeeper. I don't see Cortez going towards a little bit.
Now we're really going to find out what Rubeles is made of, because now he has to go back. He has to fix his game, and the next time we see him, if he doesn't improve, then he's not what it cracked up to be.
He's not what we thought it was going to be, right?
But he's a big fucker, though.
Oh, dude.
He's a big fuck.
Yeah. And did he catch him a little bit? Did he get one connection? But it didn't seem like it was flush.
It
seemed like it grazed a little bit or something.
Maybe he hit him, but he didn't do nothing because he ended up losing.
Yeah. Waldo Cortes-Acosta played it smart. Let's just be honest. Played smart a little bit, put him to the ground, keep him down, keep your winning streak going.
You see how big that motherfucker is?
6'7".
You tried to do jiu-jitsu with that guy.
Yeah.
After that, we had Alex Caceres against the hometown boy of Sean Woodson. Wow. How good did that motherfucker look? Hey, we still going up. Hey,
you're welcome for the dark horse.
So
you're welcome. That's my dark horse.
Oh my god!
They even said he's the dark horse of the division. They said it in one of those. I was shocked. Yeah,
he looked good, bro. Hats off to you.
Question is his ground game. That's where the question lies. We got to get a guy that's a grappler.
It's getting there.
Against him, but
he's
got to
getting there.
I'm surprised Alex Caceres didn't take him down.
Alex is a striker, though.
He is, but
he's a striker by trade, and I think he just felt he was probably better on the hands, or he probably just can get close to him. I mean, you saw the damage that he was getting put under. You saw the combos. Yeah, it was easy money, easy work.
It was.
So shout out to Sean Woodson, man. That was good.
Can I say told you? Everybody kind of told you about Sean Woodson a little bit, because I said, watch out for this guy during this year. So
you could claim that.
Thank you.
Because then my pick in the next fight, who everybody said don't do it, Diego Ferreira against Mateus Rebecki. And what happened? What did I tell you? Did you see his face? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And you were right. You're right. Okay. All right. Go. Do you want to talk or do you want me to talk?
I'm just saying, there's times when Cameron picks a fighter who may shock you a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know something.
That experience on that
one.
That's experience in that one. And
I play enough UFC 5 to know.
In the Robeski during that first round, I was saying, and after he cracked him a couple times, and Pereira was just like, yeah, you got to put me out, bro. You got to finish me right now. Otherwise, I'm keeping coming at you. It reminded me of Cheeto a little bit in the fact that he got cracked a couple times and just kept coming warming up, building that up a little bit, kept moving, and it did better second round and third round. And Robeski's face.
Yeah, except his motor kicks in a little bit quicker than Cheeto's.
That's true. And it was Robeski's face at the end of that fight. Ooh.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Welcome to the hospital.
Yeah, nasty.
Welcome to the hospital.
That's a couple months off.
Yeah, and that ruined his 16-fight win streak on that. The UFC was high on this guy, and now Pereira just put it on him, bro.
These things happen.
Great
That
fight.
is the fight game.
Great fight, bro.
That is the fight game. And then the guy that I've been telling y'all about for a long time, Carlos Ulberg against Alonzo Menifield.
The Blackjack.
What can I say? What can I say?
Alonzo, that wasn't smart of you. That wasn't smart of you.
Cariss, come on. Come on. How good did Ulberg look?
He looked great. He looked great. He got smart, got out of that way. He made He made Menifield put his face against that cage and then back up and crack him with that left hand and then crack him again with that left hand.
Bro, he's going to be a problem. That light heavyweight division, you guys are in for a problem. I don't see a lot of people beating this guy.
I think this was kind of a come out a little bit because he kind of a come out and show everyone who I am.
If they gave him a big, fucking give him Johnny Walker. Give him.
See, but I like Johnny Walker, so he's going to beat Johnny Walker, and then Johnny Walker's not going to be in the spot where he's at.
I don't know. I don't know if he would. I think it would be a hard match. It would be a very hard matchup for him.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely find out, it would be a huge tester. Can he deal with somebody that's as long and as rangy as him? Now, the only downside is Johnny does, unfortunately, have a chin that's been knocked out twice. Can he touch it? If he touches it, can he put him out?
That's why I'm a little scared for it.
These questions I think that would be good, and we'd find out a lot about both guys if they were to fight against each other. Drop the mic.
Next fight.
Next fight, we had... Oh man, this one, fucking hell, bro. We had Joaquin Buckley against Nursulton Ruziboev.
I was wrong. We were both wrong.
Fuck.
And that's okay. It's okay. I like being wrong on the show.
We said it could go either way. We did,
but we felt
both guys were good, but we did go Ruziboev. Joaquin being at home definitely. That played a factor in it. He's coming into his own though.
Well,
he's coming.
We said once he got that welterweight division and stuck there,
he's coming into his own. Do I like his call out? Absolutely not. You don't call out the fucking king,
Shut
bro.
Up.
You don't call out the king.
No,
you're not even on the table yet, my dude. Come on, bro.
You're barely even in the room. What are you talking about?
You're not even getting through the castle gates, bro.
You're not.
You from the outside yelling in, and we over here at the party dancing. You outside.
You wasted a huge opportunity to call somebody out within your division. That's what you did. And did you hear him in the post-fight press conference we called out?
No,
Dorino. He called out Dorino. He said Gilbert Burns is who I should have said.
You know why though?
And that would have been a good one for him. You should have called it within it.
And he's beaten Killcliff.
Yeah.
He's beaten, I think, 2 guys out of Killcliff. So I think I lied. I did see a post that he wrote come on, Killcliff, let me add another. So if I'm Henry Hoof, I take that fight.
Yeah. And let Dorino beat his ass?
I think.
You're thinking the other way. Really?
That could be a decision. That could be a decision because I think this new one. This new Mansa? This new Mansa?
Because that's his actual name, New Mansa?
I think, it could be a problem.
See, but I see Dorino taking him to the ground and just choking him out and just keeping him there. I don't know if Joaquin Buckley has that good of a ground game. Right? He had to stand on his feet right there.
You got to touch him.
You do.
Look what happened in Gilbert's last fight.
Good point. Good point. Not gonna argue. And that's not an argument. Yeah, you just got to touch him a little bit.
Got to touch him. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I'd like to see Gilbert get that fight back with Kamaru.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, that'd be good. Unless Kamaru's staying at 185.
Yeah, who knows?
Unless he is.
Who knows what he's doing? But because he's been out for a while.
Yeah, well, that's been since the Hamzat. And he thinks he could have done better. He almost wants Hamzat again. Just so we can prove because he had a camp, he didn't feel like he did that well.
Whitaker. And that's the fight I can't wait for. That's the fight Cameron has circled. That's when I'm going to
That's the date.
Really
leave me alone on this date. I'm watching this.
Do not disturb.
Yep.
Are we done on that fight?
We are.
Okay. In the main event, we had Derrick Lewis against Rodrigo Nascimento. Oh my God.
When you take your pants off at the end of the game, when you take your cup out at the end of the game, yeah. The Black Beast.
The Black Beast.
The
Black Beast.
He showed his well-around game. All of a sudden, now
love the guy.
We love him.
We love the guy.
We'll never go against him.
I've never seen one
even though we know he's going to lose.
Don't like the fucking Black.
If you don't like the Black Beast, something's wrong with you.
Entertaining, fun to watch, knockout fucking king. How do you not like those three things? Like when he's done, I hope he gets into boxing. I hope so.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
That
would be a fun one, right? Just let him.
Just worry about throwing them hands. Them big ham hocks.
No bare knuckle. No bare knuckle. Going to boxing.
Straight boxing.
Going to boxing.
Just box. I think he would do well.
I think he would
do well.
Mm-hmm. He get a big bag.
Fights.
That'd be a fun big bag.
Imagine him against Andy Ruiz.
Ooh.
Good call. That'll be fun.
Good call.
That'll be a fun one. Come on, dude. Some company's going to hear me one day and say, we're going to give this guy a chance.
You know what? This guy's got a good.
We're gonna give him a chance.
He's got a good head on him. He knows what he's talking about.
One day.
We'll see. Can you bring me along with you?
100%.
Yes.
I need my statistician.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard it right here live.
So now we are going to move into that UFC fight night at the Apex. Barboza versus Murphy. First things first, are we pulling out of a hat?
We are pulling out.
We are pulling out of a hat. So I'll go ahead and announce these prelim fights, and then we'll move into the main card. And you already know my boy Cariss is going to take it away with the stats. So first fight on the prelims, we have Vanessa Demopoulos against Emily Ducote. You just pause me at any moment if you want to pick a fighter. No? Pick a fight? No?
I don't know if anything on the prelims I'm going to be too happy about.
After that, we have Alatangali against Clydeson Rodriguez. Okay. After that, we have Piero Rodriguez against Ariane Carnalosi. This one, I'll say you should tune into this one. It's going to be Abis Magomedov against Warley Alves. That should be a good fight.
That's the one that I'd probably say.
Yeah, that should be a good fight to tune into. This one, I'm not too sure. Maybe depends on if she shows up or not. Tamiris Vidal against Melissa Gatto. Vidal's the one you should watch out for.
Yeah,
she's pretty good. And then in the main event on the prelims, you have Victor Martinez against Tom Nolan.
Okay,
that is gonna close out your prelims.
Yes.
Who the fans got? Who you got?
It's your
who
pick.
I got?
It's your pick.
It's my pick.
You going fans? You going you?
Fans are always
fans first.
Fans first.
Take care of the fans.
You guys got gato.
Hey.
That means cat in Spanish, but in this game, it is Melissa Gatto. Mm-hmm. She is the co-main on the prelims.
Yeah, you might want Vidal on that one, but that's okay. Your pick. Your pick for you.
Oh,
who you taking?
That was a quick one because I got Martinez. He is in the main event.
Hey.
Victor Martinez against Tom Nolan.
Ooh, all right.
Who you got?
Let's see. I got one. Yep. And I got Nolan.
He's got Nolan.
Yay,
so it looks like Cariss and I are going against each other, while you guys will be in the co-main against Tamiris Vidal.
Nice. I like it when it works out like that. It makes it a little more entertaining for us, a little more fun. It's going to make
it entertaining and fun.
Cam's always going to say, see, exactly. All right. I was already saying it. He was already talking about it. I told you.
Now, kicking it off on the main card, the first fight of the night, you have Luana Pinheiro against Angela Hill. Oof.
Really? I don't have the stats on that one.
Sorry. Oh, no?
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Because they moved that from that was on the prelims, and then they moved it to the main card, I think.
Oh, good. Okay. So, after that, we have, this is a good one. Adrian Yanez against Vinicius Salvador.
Yes, I got that one.
But you know what? Before you give the stats on that one, why don't we pick who is going to win that first fight between Luana and Angela? Who do you have?
Jesus, this is a tough one because Angela Hill, guys, is from San Diego. So we always want to support people from Southern California. But Luana Pinheiro.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good. As much as I want to go with Angela Hill, I'm going to go with Luana Pinheiro.
I second that. Okay. Luana Pinheiro will get the dub. I'm sorry, my girl Angela. Please don't beat me up when you see me at the grocery store.
And then with this Adrian Yanez and Vinicius Salvador, I'm going with Adrian Yanez. I'm already going with Adrian. He's our dark horse. I just kind of want to keep backing him.
I'm going to Adrian Yanez as well. Okay. Not going to replace him.
Nice. In the Bantamweight division of 135 pounds from USA, Adrian Yanez is 29 years old, stands at 5'5", and his fighting style is a boxer. Yanez has a professional record of 16 victories with 5 defeats, 10 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission, and 6 first-round finishes. Yanez has a UFC record of 5 victories with 2 defeats. Currently coming off of a TKO loss, leg kicks, round number 2 by Jonathan Martinez back in October of 2023. Some fun facts is he came off a Dana White Contender Series Season 4 where he was a winner, TKO back in August of 2020. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So most likely he needs to take this to the ground if he has trouble on the feet, put it to the ground. From Brazil, Vinicius Salvador is 27 years old, stands at 5'5", and his fighting style is Jiu-Jitsu. He has a professional record of 14 victories with 6 defeats, 13 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. He's got 14 victories. He's got... Salvador has a UFC record. Why don't I just mess up and just keep messing up?
It's okay.
Salvador has a UFC record of 0 victories with 2 defeats. Currently coming off of a decision loss to CJ Vergara back in July of 2023. Some fun facts. He's coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 6 where he was a winner TKO back in August of 2022. He's got a world jiu-jitsu champion. He's got a state judo champion, and he's a Brazilian boxing champion. So he can stand on his feet, which is good because Adrian Yanez, his fighting style is a boxer. Vinicius, his fighting style is jiu-jitsu, but Yanez does have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So I am still going with Adrian Yanez, but
100%.
you never know. You never know. This could be a back
still
and forth.
Backing my guy.
Still doing Adrian Yanez.
Still backing my guy. And after that, we have Themba Gorimbo against Ramiz Brahimaj. If you don't know who Themba is, he's the one that The Rock has helped out, and he has my pick because The Rock picks him.
Yeah, same here.
I picked him too.
Same here. In the welterweight division of 170 pounds from Zimbabwe,
The Rock says
Themba, the answer, Gorimbo, is 33 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is MMA. He has a professional record of 12 victories with 4 defeats, 1 win by KO, 6 win by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. Themba has a UFC record of 2 victories with 1 defeat, currently coming off of a winner TKO strikes round number 1 over Pete Rodriguez back in February of 2024, so this year. Some fun facts, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt.
Hey. I still want no piece.
No, not at all. He is The Rock's guy, just so everyone knows what you already said. Origin of his nickname is I had answers for all of my doubters because his nickname is The Answer. So he had answers for all of his doubters.
Oh, bro, I like him even more.
Right.
That's Allen Iverson's nickname. Come on, dude.
Here's another one. His heroes in life are Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.
I like those. Yeah, but
the
answer locked me in because I'm a big AI fan. Hey. So Themba, you got my
huge
AI
fan here. Philadelphia 76ers.
Come on, baby.
From Kosovo, Ramiz Brahimaj is 30 years old, stands at 5'8", and his fighting style is MMA. He has a professional record of 10 victories with 4 defeats, 10 wins by submission. Ramiz has a UFC record of 2 victories with 2 defeats, currently coming off of his submission winner round number 1 over Michael Gilmore back in February of 2022. So he's had a little bit of a layoff. He's probably coming back, and he's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. And we are going with the answer, Themba Gorimbo.
Absolutely.
Please pay attention to that fight. That's going to be a good one.
100%. And then right after that, you have my pick for the winner of this fight, Khaos Williams against Carlston Harris.
I'm going to back that. Back that, everyone, just because you already said in the welterweight division of 170 pounds. From USA, Khaos, the Ox Fighter Williams, is 29 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is MMA. Khaos has a professional record of 14 victories with 3 defeats, 7 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 6 first-round finishes. Khaos has a UFC record of 5 victories with 2 defeats, currently coming off of a split decision victory over Rolando Bedoya back in May of 2023. Some fun facts is he has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 3-stripe blue belt.
Okay.
Khaos meaning is, as a kid, he was always causing chaos everywhere that he went, so therefore he got the name of Khaos. He was always trying to fight everybody, dude. He's one of those guys that just comes in the room and just wants to pick on people and just fight people. He was that little kid back in the day.
This guy.
Right? From Guana. I think this is Guana. Carlston Harris Mukambik, that's his nickname, is 36 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is boxer. He has a professional record of 19 victories with 5 defeats, 5 wins by KO, 6 wins by submission, and 6 first-round finishes. Harris has a UFC record of 5 victories with 1 defeat to Shavkat Rakhmonov back in February of 2022.
Oh, wow.
Currently coming off his submission victory, Anaconda choke, round number 3 over Jeremiah Wells back in August of 2023. Okay. Some fun facts: he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu state champion. His belt is unknown, unfortunately. It wasn't in there. Some fun facts: his previous job was he was a truck porter, he was a security at nightclubs, and he was a boxing coach.
Okay.
Going with the Ox Fighter. Going with the Ox Fighter,
Khaos Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And then in your main event of the evening, we have Edson Barboza against Leron Murphy. Cam's pick and final pick of the night is Leron Murphy.
Really? Yay! I'm going with Edson Barboza. In the featherweight division of 145 pounds from Brazil, UFC's number 11 ranked featherweight in the world, Edson Jr. Barboza is 30 years old, stands at 5'9", and his fighting style is a striker. Barboza has a professional record of 24 victories with 11 defeats, 14 wins by KO. One of his spinning wheel kick back to Terry Edom back in January of 2012. He's got 8 first-round finishes. Got some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions, everyone. Just so everyone knows.
I don't think a lot of people know about this.
No. We're going to start from the beginning. We got Ross Pearson. Yeah, that's throwing it kind of back in the day. We got Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, Bobby Green, Michael Johnson, Paul Felder ×2, Tony El Kukui Ferguson, Anthony Showtime Pettis, Gilbert Melendez, Benil Dariush, Habib, Kevin Lee, Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Dan Fitty K. Ige, Shane Burgos, Giga Chikadze, Bryce Mitchell, Billy Quarantino. That's his list of people. Holy shit.
List.
Some fun facts. He's highly decorated in Muay Thai. He's got 25 wins and 3 losses with 22 KOs out of those 25 wins in Muay Thai. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. Okay. And his hero in life is Jesus Cristo. He's currently coming off a decision victory over Sadiq Youssef back in October.
That was a good fight. I remember that.
23. From England, UFC's number 14th ranked featherweight in the world, Leron the Miracle Murphy is 32 years old, stands at 5 foot in, and his fighting style is a kickboxer. I gotta say his name correctly. The Miracle has a professional record of 13 victories with 0 defeats, undefeated, and 1 draw. 7 wins by KO, 6 first-round finishes. Miracle has a UFC record of 5 victories with 1 draw, which was his first UFC fight.
Okay.
Interesting on that one. Usually his first UFC fight's a loss, but this one was a draw. Currently coming off his decision victory over Josh Cuiabá, back in July of 2023. Some fun facts. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. And you're really going with the Miracle?
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
100%.
Just want to know why. What's your reason? Knowing that Edson Barboza is like a legend in the UFC, and you heard his list. His list of fighters, his honorable mentions that we just did right there.
Leron is an up-and-coming guy that is going to crack into the top 15 after he beats Edson Barboza by decision on Saturday night.
Oh, shit, your own decision on that one.
Come on,
You don't
bro.
think he's going to finish
Come on. Nah, bro. I think it goes all the way to the decision. I can't see Edson not. And I feel like Edson would go out on a shield.
Is this going to be leg kick city?
He's going to try, but I think
Leron's
going to avoid that at all costs.
Okay.
Catch him with the stand-up, with the 1-2s.
Because he's a kickboxer?
Bang, bang.
Right.
Bang, bang. And Leon's going to show a little bit of groundwork.
I was about to ask you, is this going to the ground at all?
I do think so. It is. And that's why I have it going down to a decision.
Okay, because it might be nullified on the ground a little bit.
The longer it stays standing, it goes to Barboza. Because over time, Wood gets chopped. He's going to chop those fucking legs.
Yes.
So I think Leron, being smart, will do work on the feet, take him down, win the round, up again, take him down, wobble him a little bit, take him down.
Which he should do.
And it's going to be a very good victory for my boy Leron. That's what I believe.
I think it's going to be a very good victory for Edson Barboza. I think Edson Barboza is going to kick the shit out of his legs, slow him down a little bit, and then be able to just kind of win by decision. I don't see this one finishing. I want it to finish. Yeah, we always want it to finish, but I just don't. I don't know why. And by the way, I'm always happy when we're wrong on this show.
Yeah,
I've noticed that throughout this past year and a half. At least we know one of
us is going to be right.
That's true.
Usually we know who that is.
This guy right here. Right over here.
You see how we got quiet when people...
You always say that. No, it didn't. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's our card. That's our card.
It. Anything else you want to mention?
Yes,
Anything?
I do.
Yes, you want to get something off your chest?
Yes, I do.
All right, what you got to get off your chest?
Remember, Cam and I were talking about we're planning on doing a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament this year, right?
Yes.
You said that you couldn't do one in August.
Nope.
Because you have stuff going on
Life
happens. Work happens. So I went under NAGA, NAGA, which everyone knows it is. It's the grappling, right? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And they're having a NAGA in Las Vegas on August 24th. I asked you if you wanted to go to that one. You said, nope, can't do it in August. Not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on going to that one. That's most likely going to be my first tournament that I'm going to be doing. Unless, of course, there's something newer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in camp a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to say completely, but I've been running. I've been doing all my extra stuff. I'm taking classes a little bit more serious.
Yeah, that's good.
In this realm in order to be able to kind of hone in my game. Yeah. I went and talked to my coaches about it, said I want to do a tournament in this time. They were all stoked about it. They were all happy about it. I wrote down a number of different things. I want to learn 3 submissions, 3 takedowns, 3 sweeps, 3 passes of the guard, 3 getting to the back. So all of these little things I'm going to do for the next couple months and try to dial that in so that when I get there, I know that I have at least these 3 things to be able to work on.
Okay. So I like that. I love hearing that because now what I want to add for the shows, we're going to do a little check-in with you.
Are you?
We're going to do some check-in. Okay. So at the end of the episode, when we go through the UFC events, I'll do a little Cariss check-in and see how the week went.
Okay.
Maybe a couple weeks, maybe do a little.
Hopefully I didn't hurt myself or something during training.
See where you're at and see. I won't ask any questions about the weight. We'll keep that we'll keep that disclosed for now.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that's great. But I was also waiting this. I didn't say this to him on purpose.
Yeah, no, he has not.
Because in September, there's a NAGA event in San Diego.
Ooh.
September 21st. And this guy right here is going to be involved in that one because he says he wants to do one. He said closer to the end of the year. See his face. I'm stoked. Yes. So I got a warm up in August 24th in Las Vegas and then turn around in September and we get to do it in September. So pretty much you need to start getting in camp mode, bro.
All I got
You need to do it. Does that excite you a little bit? Does that get
you have just woken up the beast.
Yes. Yes. I saw the little wheel turn right there. I saw it. You're like, ooh, September in San Diego.
I think it's time
for NAGA. And there's a gi and no gi. So you can do the gi.
I'm doing gi.
I'm doing no gi.
There it is.
It's going to happen.
There it is.
So please come support in September. Come support in August in Las Vegas.
Come.
I went and talked to my guys at 10th Planet. I told my coach, Josh, he's been on the show. Josh Celista Jackson.
Yes, he has.
Told my coach Kevin, saying, "Hey, I want to go do this." Their eyes peeked up, and they were like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, when is it? It's August. So at the end of our training session, we all stand against the wall, white belts all the way to there. I'm down over here.
All the way at the back.
I'm over on that side of the whites. Over there is where all the big guys are, right? I'm down over there. And as they were doing it, all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, so I was just told that we have a tournament in August in NAGA that we're all going to go to." So my entire team's going to go.
That's so dope. That's so
most
dope.
guys are going to start getting ready. I've told a couple guys that I roll with on a daily basis, and they're stoked about it. They're like, dude, let's fucking do this.
That's dope.
So we're going to get after it. So you need to start telling your guys September is when we're going to do it in San Diego. September 21st. September 21st, 2024.
Save the date.
Yep.
Save the date. Don't worry. We'll keep doing announcements. Yes. We'll keep doing check-ins with Cariss. I'll even drop some check-ins in there for you guys too. We won't be disclosing too much in case the enemies are listening, because now the beast is awoken.
I'm happy to hear that, dude. I'm so stoked. So stoked to hear you on that one, dude. Yes, it's happening. I'm sorry, bro. My mind has just been running and running and running. I guarantee you'll talk to me in a week and you'll be like, dude, ever since you said that, like, I'm ready. I'm starting to mentally
the thing is,
prepare.
I think mentally I've already been there. Yeah. But now it's like
solidified. Like I got a date.
Yeah, it's in now.
Yeah.
It's in.
I know my date, September 21st.
Yeah.
That's why I already locked it. I don't have to write it down. I was already ready and prepared.
My wheels are turning in a way that I think it's very scary.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's waking up the beast.
Oh boy.
Beast.
McGregor, I'll make you proud, my dude.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He is. With the gi. I don't know if he's no gi. Black belt, whatever.
It is what it is. But other than that, I love that. I love that late announcement. So guys, make sure to tune in. If you got any questions, drop them in the DMs. If you got some comments, leave them on the YouTube. You already know.
If you want to join, please come out.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want to say to you, everyone. If you guys don't have something in life in order to be able to give an outlet for, right? Like you seem to be stuck in an area, go do jiu-jitsu. I honestly promise you, Cam and I both wish we've been doing since we were kids on this one.
100%.
Go do jiu-jitsu. The other thing you go do, go play soccer. Sorry, soccer's another good world. We're always going to tell you that. You might not be as good, at that. So you might want to start with jiu-jitsu. Might be a little bit easier for you to learn depending on.
There's levels to everything.
Yes, yeah.
Start off at a good comfortable level.
The other thing I want to say is thank you to everyone for listening to the show.
100%.
We always want to give you guys that respect because we love doing this. And I want to thank you. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Other than that, MMA game is out.
See you in Vegas.